Oh, Alex.
Hmm?
Sorry. Hi, Alex. There we go.
There you go.
I meant to tell you this when we started recording these episodes. Today. Did you hear the good news? The Lord on high, the blessed, Google, you know, blessed be the algorithm, is now, no longer punishing people for saying bitch or shit in the first 30 seconds of their videos.
Why?
I don't know. However, this does mean that me over here, with my intro to everything being hoot hoot, motherfuckers, says, oof.
Still big oof on that one, Chief.
We're here with some more Pokemon Crystal.
And you know what, Ethan? We've been through the gauntlet, talking about a lot of different really,
Okay, we need to put Flash on something, I think.
yeah, you know.
Ugh!
A spook. It'd be Peck. And then yeah, there you go. Remember, you can't get rid of HMs, so throw it on someone that you don't plan on using forever. Oh, isn't that depression?
Well... Alex, I'm not gonna lie to you. We're not keeping Hoots forever.
Well, then it worked out perfectly.
Okay, now I am noticing a problem here that I can see in this cave.
Well, you have Flash for if you need it. It might be if you go deeper down, you need to use it. But
You
what I
gotta
was
go
gonna say
deeper
was,
into the cave. Yeah.
we've been through a lot of
Geogoon.
fun topics out here.
Yep.
So let's keep it fucking going. Cause I wanted to bring this up. Reptilians ruling the world.
Ah, yes.
That sounds like shit that was literally straight out of a meme, and I don't even know what the basis for that was.
That theory originally came from, unfortunately to say, an Englishman. His name is David Icke, I believe. And I'm gonna tell you two fun things about him. What qualifications do you think he has? What do you think his profession was before he became most famous for claiming that the world is run by, specifically, interdimensional, shape-shifting, blood-drinking lizard people?
Sailor.
No, he was a football player.
Okay, so about as relevant.
Actually, although I would say dumber, actually, than your average sailor. Because sailors have to know how to do something other than I kick the ball. So, like...
Kick the ball. Ooh, he touched me.
The ball.
I'm dying. It's a yellow card. I'm dying. He hurt me so bad.
Hey, no, English football player, not a Spanish football player. Come on.
I thought. Listen, I don't watch the sport. I thought it was just everybody.
You think I do?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Alex, Alex, if I ever go near a sport that doesn't involve a sword, fucking shoot me. Because that is not me. That is a pod person. Holy damn, boy!
He's thick. But yeah, okay, so continue. So, that came from a football player. Fascinating already.
One of my, he specifically claimed that the Bush family, so, you know, George, George Bush Sr., W is a transforming lizard person, and Mr. Please Clap himself. Please tell me you've seen that.
No.
Oh my, okay, no, video has to stop. Sorry, no, hang on, hold on, fuck,
Oh
wait,
boy.
okay, no.
Well,
I
gives
have
me a
to say
chance to
this,
drink
okay.
my tea, I guess.
Please clap.
Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no, dude! That's a little special.
It's the only thing. Actually, if I just Googled Jeb Bush, Hang on. Just put that into YouTube. Does it, no, it doesn't all just come up with just clap. Okay, that's impressive. But no, like, please clap is just like, it's no, it's so unfortunate.
That
it
is
just
hilarious.
Cool, wait a minute. Place point.
Place point.
Please clap. Please clap.
I like his little shitty smile at the end, too. Holy fucking shit. Alright, okay, we need to continue. I need
Yeah,
to know
sorry.
more about the reptilian theory here.
Sorry, but you see why I couldn't, like, let you
No,
go
that was
on.
that was important. I'm surprised I didn't see that before. Maybe it's because I very deliberately stay away from world events and politics, but holy shit. That
like
is a little depressing.
The most. Have you ever seen a single moment destroy a man's political career? Please clap. Fuck. Yeah, so I believed it was the Bushes were reptilians. He believed the royal family were reptilians.
Yep, of course.
I can't remember why.
That's Ethan, that's the most important part of the exercise.
I seem to believe that he thought that they were basically harvesting humans. Because they drank blood. So that they were a secret. They were a secret
reptilian vampires?
Yeah, blood drinking, interdimensional, shape-shifting lizard people.
Oh my god!
And a lot of the time, a lot of the evidence that people point to for, you know, oh, this person's reptilian, this one's Reptoid 1, Reptoid 2. See, I'm woke to this. Reptoid 3.
Yep.
Like,
JonTron, I know, I recognize the JonTron quote when I hear one.
JonTron! One of the big pieces of evidence is people not understanding digital video compression. You know how sometimes, if a digital video has like a problem with compression, or if there's like a lot of shit on the screen at once, it gets pixelated.
Yeah.
They basically interpret what anyone who knows anything about digital video can immediately identify as, oh, that's a compression error. They interpret as, the mask is slipping and we're seeing their face. Like, Justin Bieber got accused of being a reptilian by them, because, you know when he was, like, arrested that one time?
Yeah.
There's one clip where he closes his eyes on a low-quality, like, webcam from a jail cell video, and you can kind of still see the shape of his eyes, even though his eyes are closed, because of, like, keyframe compression fucking up. Like, it's a very common kind of compression error, and people went, oh, like,
oh.
Also, a fun thing you might want to know is that
I googled it and I'm just honestly. This one, I don't get angry about this theory, I don't think. This one just kind of makes me laugh.
Yeah, that is the exact, like, image I was thinking of as well, yeah.
Yep.
Oh
my
and another thing, one of my personal favourite things about the reptilian conspiracies is that David Icke, gets incredibly annoyed because people think he's anti-Semitic, because people really want to believe he's secretly talking about the Jews and is not crazy enough to actually think it's lizards, but they think he's talking in code about a Jewish conspiracy. So he has regularly, routinely had to go, no, it's not code for the Jews. It's actual lizards.
And then also, I think I found the real one. I think you put this one up on the screen. This is the evidence for me. This is all the evidence I need. I think Justin Bieber might be a reptilian.
Yep, we got exhibit proof right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him. Please clap.
I might need to use that. Like that's good. Like that's too good of a meme to not use and abuse. Fuck, man. I wish wish I was as smart as Jeb Bush was to make these fucking memes.
I'm so sad for you that you're only finding out about that now. Like,
God, it's really funny.
So good. It was like so dumb.
You know what, Ethan? Let's keep this train rolling. I have not looked too much into this one, but this is another fun one. The 9/11 conspiracy.
Oh yeah, that's fun. It was 9/11 recently. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So the theory goes for the viewers at home, basically when the planes crashed into the towers. Now there's a lot of different versions of it. There's some that say that like the planes crashing into the towers was an orchestrated thing. There's other ones that say no, it actually was terrorists that got a hold of planes, crashed them into the towers. And then, like, the government came in and, like, basically, like, collapsed the buildings. What's your opinions on this one, Ethan? Because I'm curious to hear it.
It's dumb. Like, the buildings aren't designed to survive planes crashing into them.
Yeah, no, that's true.
The fact that people are, like, shocked that planes hit buildings and then they fell down is wild to me.
Well, let me hit you with some more stuff, because I did look into this a little bit a long time ago.
There's one conspiracy theory I'm quite familiar with that is, the idea that everyone who was on those planes were paid actors and no one actually died.
Okay, that's a little silly.
That's pretty grim, because there's grieving families.
There was one version of this theory that I actually found interesting and not just hilariously stupid. And it had to do with the meme that we all know and love. Jet fuel can't melt steel beams, you know? The classic.
Yeah.
And basically, this went under the assumption that, effectively, so the plane crashes were real, right? That was a thing that actually happened. Planes crashed into buildings, hit them, and then the U.S. government basically came in and demoed the buildings. And part of the reason that they thought this was because with the demolition of buildings, a lot of times things can go wrong. Like, when you see buildings basically go from, like, top and they just topple down floor to floor all the way to the ground, like, those are, like, you know, like, set detonations. Like, now I'm not talking about 9/11, but I'm talking about, generally speaking, when you're clearing down buildings, you know? It's just detonations that basically just take the whole building down in a nice, like, straight motion and it just falls to the ground. Like, that's how it works. And a lot of times, or well, sometimes I should say, that doesn't always work. And if the detonations are off, it'll cause the building to instead of going, like, just falling into itself, it'll, like, topple over. So, the theory basically poses that it's a bit odd that the planes crashed into the building and the buildings toppled straight down. And they posit that, well, what reason could there be for the U.S. government to basically fucking finish the job on these buildings? They posited that it was like, A, because it would effectively mitigate the amount of damages that'd be caused if the buildings actually had, like, just straight up toppled over as opposed to falling into themselves. So that would just, like, fucking take out a whole block. And B, because it would give even more of a reason to go to war with, as my boy Bush would say it, Iraq. Because we here in the good old US of A like oil.
and as we all know from Wisdom of Jontron, anything can be bought and sold for the right oil.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not a conspiracy guy, but that one was pretty interesting to me. I don't know if I necessarily believe it, but you know, they're like positing things in the realm of plausibility.
There is actually something which, again, I could actually believe, and I think there is something to it. I think I remember reading that there were some indications that it was actually a terrorist attack. The buildings did collapse because of the planes, but also, like, I think there's some indications that some elements of the American government, like, thought it was going to happen ahead of time, and they just failed at, like, preventing it. But I don't know if that's they knew exactly what was happening at the time, or if they knew there was a similar plot to that.
Yeah.
Because it's a very different thing. Knowing that there's some specific shit heading directly for your buildings and choosing not to do anything is one thing, but knowing that some, like, terrorists plan on doing something bad to your buildings, like, in a vague sense, and not being able to stop that specific plot is a very different thing.
It's basically like a bomb threat. Where it's like, there's no...
But it's not
like
even like a
said
specific
some
location. It's like if someone said, I'm gonna plant a bomb somewhere. Like...
Well, no, you can be a little more specific. I'm gonna plant a bomb in New York City. Okay. Wow.
Okay. Evacuate NYC.
Yeah. So some conspiracy theories are actually interesting because they're not all like I said. The complete polar opposite of that theory is, yeah, everyone in the plane was just actors. They weren't actually in the plane. That was all just. It was a ruse. It was a ruse. They rused you. That there was no one in the buildings either. It was all an act, and they did this. Like, that shit's bonkers. But like,
you know, okay, I don't want to keep fucking bringing up Lara, someone I'd no longer speak to. But I just remember.
Thanks for pointing that out every time you bring her up too.
Honestly, I have to because people watch shit out of order, you know, and I don't want to I don't want people to get fucking confused, you know.
Yeah, as of today, it is September 2021.
As of today, it is...
For all you Zoomers out there.
Wait, I'm only 27, but I drink Monster, which is known as boomer juice. Am I a boomer? Yeah, I was gonna say, that's a coquettish coughing right there. Hey, boys.
If you look at him from this angle, he kind of looks like that seal Pokemon. Like, if you made him, like, blue and white.
Oh, yeah, it's got, like, the same face, yeah.
Yeah, it's got the same fucking face.
He also looks a bit like Lumpy Space Princess from Adventure Time. Finn, you gotta punch up my lumps.
What were we saying just a second ago? I forgot.
There's a conspiracy theory I'd never heard before until Lara told me about it, 'cause she believes it.
Oh, he'll give it to me, dog. Give it to me straight.
Marilyn Monroe was killed by the CIA.
That's a fun one. Let's hold. This is a little juicy. Hit me with it.
The idea is that she was killed by the CIA, I believe specifically by injecting some toxic shit into her eye, in order to essentially protect, I think it was Kennedy, JFK from blackmail. Because Marilyn Monroe famously slept with Kennedy.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I know about it, because I just went, I don't care if that's true or not, and then never looked into it, because it, like, matters so little to me why Marilyn Monroe died. Like...
You know what? Now you brought up JFK, and now my mind's going there. The JFK assassination. That's always a fun topic.
There's some, the beginning and ending of my opinion on that is there is some sus shit around JFK's assassination. Although, well, there's one sus thing around JFK's assassination, and that's the fact that, Oswald was killed.
Yep.
Very shortly after being arrested.
Very quickly after being arrested.
All of the other shit around it, like the grassy knoll stuff, nonsense. The magic book, nonsense. Like, the fucking, like, most of the actual, like, this proves it was something weird. Nonsense, it's been disproven. Like, almost the entire basis of that is weird. But the fact that he was murdered real quick is, like, kind of sus. But that's basically the only actually sus thing about it.
Yeah.
And the rest of it is, like, paranoid nonsense. But that is weird.
When we talk about the JFK assassination...
How the fuck? How am I gonna name these episodes, Alex? We're spending like 4 episodes talking about fucking conspiracy theories.
That's true, but honestly, I don't know about you, I'm having a lot of fun with this, though.
So am I. You know what? I'm gonna call these episodes the Conspiracy Saga. Episodes 1 through whatever the fuck.
Oh,
and it's just the episodes where Ethan and Alex turn into Alex Jones for a while.
Oh, dude, only if I get to be Alex Jones, though. the JFK assassination. This is a lot of fun because when you talk about this, the first point of contention is usually the shooting, which in my eyes, here's what I have to say about it, right? So we know that there was Oswald. Oswald shot Kennedy. Nobody argues that, right?
Actually, a lot of people do argue that.
Well, at least shot at Kennedy. How about that?
No, dude, seriously, like, a lot of JFK conspiracy theories claim that Lee Harvey Oswald was completely innocent and did not do it, and it was a second shooter from a different location that was never
Lee
found.
Harvey Oswald was just sitting in a window with his fucking sniper while JFK was rolling by. There was shells there and he didn't shoot.
This is why it's dumb. Like, but like a lot of the conspiracy theories claim that he was completely innocent and did not fire a shot.
For the sane people still here,
yeah,
a big point of contention is so for the sane people, once again, I'll specify that Oswald shooting JFK, that's not really a point of contention. Yeah, the big thing is there's a lot of talk about if there was multiple shooters, and what I have to say to that is I can assure you with a good amount of certainty, even when you're dealing with a pack of frightened people, if two gunshots go off, you're probably gonna hear both of them, you know? You can't really hide that shit.
Guns are, and you know, Alex, correct me if I'm wrong, you're an American, I don't know if you fired a gun.
You said it wrong, or I'm a American.
Okay, no, here's the thing, Alex, I'm gonna give you more credit than that, because you don't actively jerk off about guns like Will and Ray. Those two are Americans. You're an American.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Alright.
But you are like, I don't know if you fired a gun, but you are more likely to have done. Okay. But speaking as someone who, I fired a cannon, which is, no, I have fired a gun, it's just it was a gun from the 1800s.
Yeah. Not entirely applicable here, but I mean, it's the same idea, though.
It's applicable for my point that guns are loud.
Yeah. If you ever fired a gun, they're loud, and don't come at me with some shit like, oh, but what if he had a silencer? Silencers help, but they're still pretty fucking loud, okay?
The difference between
we go bunk. It's not that. It's still pretty audible, okay?
The difference between, and that's a great segue for our sponsorship from Audible.com.
God, I wish we were sponsored by Audible.com. We had some fucking dope-ass segue like that, dude. We rake in the money.
That would be beautiful. But no.
But unfortunately, we don't rake in any money. We're poor as shit. So,
Hey, I made $100 off of YouTube ad revenue last month.
Hey, well, you know what? I made $100 off of Twitch like 6 months ago. So fucking.
Oh, cool. Are you in the same situation on Twitch as me, where you don't actually look at how much money you make, but like every 6 months you randomly get like, some money in your bank?
Well, I checked it actually. I think next month I get another payout because I'm sitting at like near the payout cap. But even then, you know, I'm just saying 6 months for $100. Don't get me wrong, I like it. It's not a lot of money, relatively speaking, here though.
Hey, Alex, do you want to know? You know, I imagine you heard a lot about, you know, the adpocalypse back in the day when that happened.
Yep.
Do you want to know? Do you want some literal direct evidence of how much that fucked small content creators?
Sure.
Ask me how much ad revenue I used to make a month.
How much did you used to make a month?
$100 a month, minimum. I used to get paid about, I think it was more like $150 a month. And this was when I had about 2,000, 3,000 less subscribers.
Wow.
Now I make about $10 a month.
Yeah, so pretty fucking rough then.
Pretty bad. Pretty bad!
What was it that happened with the adpocalypse again?
Small channels got less ads put on their videos, and also the ads they got, the value of them was drastically reduced.
Just for small channels?
Mostly, yeah. Medium tier channels also got hit by it. Big channels were essentially immune to it because, well, big channels are always immune to all the nasty shit YouTube does because they're the ones that make YouTube the most money. So they get special treatment. And when I'm saying big channels, I'm talking like millions of subscribers, big channels. Like, not hundreds of thousands. Hundreds of thousands get as screwed over and forgotten as, like, that's the tiny channels.
Yeah, well, to be fair, hundreds of thousands in the eyes of YouTube is acceptable losses.
Although, hundreds of thousands is enough subscribers that if you bitch at YouTube on Twitter, they will actually do something.
Yeah.
like, but
only
they won't
on
do something
Twitter.
to begin
dude.
with.
Oh,
shit. Shit. We're at the I think we're at the next town.
Yeah, looks like it. But she loses her channel, right? And for the next 3 months...
Alex!
Oh, it's hatching.
Eek!
It's Togepi.
Eek!
I'm pretty sure it's Togepi, at least. Yeah, Togepi, there you go.
Oh. That's not an animal sound.
I'm gonna be real with you. Togepi is pretty shit early on, but it actually can get pretty ridiculously strong later. Also, if it's a normal type, so you got the Clefairy up there. Egg.
Egg.
Just all lowercase egg.
Egg. I wish there was a competitor to YouTube. I really do. Because YouTube has a monopoly on this kind of content. Which is, yeah, same. Most of the shit I watch now is YouTube, and it's been like that for years. It just sucks that YouTube is like a really unhelpful, opaque, like, nightmare of a platform to have to use.
Yeah.
But, like, where else are you gonna go? Dailymotion?
Vimeo? You might say, oh, go to Twitch. It's a different kind of media between Twitch and YouTube. Like, they each have their monopoly on their specific type of content.
There is a little bit of crossover, I'll admit.
Yeah.
You know, Rare is the Twitch streamer who doesn't have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Well,
the big Twitch streamer, you should say. There's plenty of, like, small ones that are just exclusively Twitch or
my YouTube channel at this point is essentially just where I put my Twitch uploads, but that wasn't always the case.
I see it as a great way to, like, I can take the stuff from Twitch and have a super, like, a hyper-condensed version of it where all the interesting shit is happening, and throw that on YouTube, which I feel like is the way to go, honestly.
If I had more energy, I would probably edit all of my streams into highlight shit, because that's mostly what I watch of this kind of content now.
I've actually like swapped, because I used to do Let's Plays just on my channel, and I wanted to try this out. I've swapped to basically, like, I'm just gonna be doing, like, that type of thing on Twitch, and I'm going to bring it to YouTube, like, the hyper-edited version of it, because, like, a long time ago I played Kingdom Come Deliverance, and I don't know exactly when this video is coming out, but I'm basically porting that over to YouTube, and I'm trying to do, like, because it's literally me sifting through about 5 to 7 hours, given how long the stream is, of content, and cutting that down to, like, 30 minutes. And then maybe throwing some other edits in there. It takes a second to do. Is it hard? No, but it takes a second. And, for some godforsaken reason that's unknown to me, my editing program, isn't compatible with my graphics card. Like, they're good with I have the 1080 Ti. They're good with the 1070, the 1060, not the 1080 Ti. But then they're good with the 3070, 80, and 90. Like, it just skips 1080 Ti, so I can't use, like, for all you editing people out there, I can't use my GPU for smoother playback, so I have a lot of fucking playback issues, which is a pain in the ass. Playback just basically being watching the raw footage in the program you're working in, which is very important if you're trying to do, like, specific kinds of edits, because otherwise you can't see what the fuck is happening if it came out right, you know?
Yeah. Hey, Alex? That sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. And, like,
that is unhelpful.
Yeah. And like, I don't know why it just skips my graphics card. The easy solution would be, oh, just get another graphics card. But my computer is like 7, I think, years old. So
the easy solution in this fucking situation, get a new graphics card. Hundreds of dollars. We're in a fucking GPU shortage.
Yep.
Get a new graphics card.
In quotations, the easy solution. No,
Yeah.
but like, so realistically,
I think
like,
you mean
if I wanted to get
the obvious but borderline impossible solution.
yeah, if I wanted to go that route at that point, I might as well just make another computer, because like mine is already getting kind of old, and I can really feel it on my poor CPU, which still gets the job done for most things. But there is some shit that tends to bottleneck it, because the only thing I've actually changed out my PC is I changed out SSDs for my OS, and, graphics cards. I had a 770, I got a 1080. Unbeknownst to me, doesn't work with the fucking editing program. Fantastic, you know? Oh, God.
What program do you use?
Adobe Premiere Elements 2021. It's kind of like, Adobe's main thing, but without the subscription, because I am not paying a monthly service for fucking editing.
Yeah, because fuck that. Yeah, no.
Yeah, fuck that, like, a million times over. I used to use Vegas a bunch back in the day. I've long since gotten rid of it, though. But the problem with Vegas was...
I still use Vegas.
You do? My issue with Vegas, at least the version I was using, that shit crashed on me so often. And then I could not find any real fix for it. Like, hell, one of my fucking mods, he sent me, he sent me basically just a meme video. He's like, is this you? Vegas jump scare. Like, you're sitting there editing, and then just the pop-up, your Sony Vegas has crashed. And I'm like, dude, that used to be
Alex, I unfortunately haven't. A little peek behind the curtain here, folks. I've not actually really started editing any of this series yet. I've gotten like the first 2 in a position where, you know, all the audio and shit synced up, so it's just a matter of cutting around and putting in editing jokes.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I always do that, you know, because it just makes it easier. It makes it easier to start editing later on, because, yeah. But I decided, hey, you know, I'll get some of episode 1 edited before we start recording today. Got 2 edited and it crashed, and I went, yeah, okay, well, I think we're gonna go play Batman Arkham Origins.
Alright. Good to hear Vegas hasn't changed, dude. No matter what editing program you use, you're probably gonna get fucked in some way. That being said, unless you're using Adobe's main one, but once again, you're still getting fucked because monthly subscription for an editing program. Fucking kill me, dog. Like,
and also, it's a monthly subscription, and it's stupidly expensive, a stupidly expensive subscription as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's God,
like, it's insane.
Let's see how much it is. Let's see how much it is.
Which, to be fair, is like, so, you know what Sony Vegas is? Genuinely, it serves the exact same purpose in online media as Blue Yetis. It's like the low level decent thing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Where
so
it's not great, but it's like it's good. It's exactly good enough to make YouTube videos. You know, that's exactly where it is.
So if you're basically paying the upfront cost to use Premiere Pro, which is Adobe's actual main editing software that they give more of a shit about, that is going to cost you, the cheapest you can get it for is you pay the full year up front, $239, which comes out to you 177 pounds for a year.
Yep.
That's just a year. You don't have the program. You don't own it. You get it for 1 year with that. Absurd.
Insane.
Absolutely fucking crazy.
Hey, Alex. Ask me how much I paid for my Sony Vegas.
How much did you pay?
That's about £15.
That's pretty good. I mean, hell, I actually paid a bit for mine.
To be fair, Sony Vegas normally goes for about $200, but that's just buying the program.
Yeah.
And you can buy, I think like the most recent version is like more like $400, but you can buy earlier versions of it for lower prices. But, like, the Humble Bundle, like, every now and again, does a software bundle that will have a version of Sony Vegas. It's not even Sony Vegas anymore, it's just Vegas now. Because it's not Sony. But it'll have a version of Vegas in it. So I bought, like, 2 versions of Vegas from that. I just upgraded to the more recent one the second time Humble Bundle did a sale on it.
Well, that's a lot better than me. Because I used to have an older version of Premiere Elements, which is, it's honestly, I consider it like the baby program, but surprisingly, it actually has enough shit to get things done. But
well,
it has bad playback, and it has especially bad playback if you can't use your fucking GPU for it.
Yeah.
But that being said, the Photoshop on it is fantastic. Photoshop works. It's just good. It just works.
That being said.
Yeah, that being said. No, Photoshop just works, no issues with it at all. It's the fucking, the actual, like, video editor that fucks with me. But to get the bundle of that, I got the 2021 edition, I don't even remember when. Probably in 2020, if I'm being real with you. That cost me, I think it was about $70 or $80. Only because I got the student edition, which I had to use my old college email to get, because I'm like, I'm not fucking paying the full price, because, like, without that, I think it was, like, $120, and I'm like, do I want $40 off? Yes, please! So I had to use my old college email to fucking get that shit, because, like, it's good. When it works, it's good. It's just, they're fucking me in the ass with why isn't 1080 Ti supported, Adobe, huh? What the fuck's the reason? Do you hate me? Is it something I did, dude? Fucking cucks, all of them. Like, hell, I've even tried switching, so, you know, for the NVIDIA boys out there, if you bring up your NVIDIA GeForce Experience and you're installing drivers,
Alex,
you can hit those 3 little dots.
What? Alex. It's NVIDIA.
Okay, for you NVIDIA boys out there,
no,
you can hit
Alex,
the 3 dots.
no, this isn't a GIF thing. The company says NVIDIA.
Yeah, I call it NVIDIA though, and that's what they're dealing with. But anyways, if you go into the GeForce Experience, how about that? I won't even say it. You go into the GeForce Experience, there's 3 dots that you can click that allows you to switch your drivers basically from gaming drivers to like studio
editing
drivers.
Yeah.
The difference basically being like if you're working in like modeling or modeling is in not like you know, take pictures of me. Modeling is in like
I think we all know you mean making 3D models.
I just wanted to be clear, you know? Like, you know, someone's like, that's kind of
let me be clear. I am not talking about the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, but like modeling, or you're using GarageBand, or like in my case, video editing, they have separate for that, and you can swap back and forth as you need to. So I was like, okay, you know, I mean, I could use CPU acceleration for my video editing. That's not enough though. CPU kinda old, let's be real. I literally get capped out when I'm playing the clip on my fucking video editor. My CPU is like dying, trying its best to do this for me. It can't do it by itself though. So I'm like, maybe if I switch to the studio drivers, that'll help a bit more. It does a little bit, but I still need my graphics card supported, so fuck me, I guess. So, Adobe, I know you're listening. My mission to you, put a fucking 1080 Ti on the list of supported things for your Premiere Elements 2021, or I will personally come over there and pour a whole packet of hot chocolate in your favorite soup.
I need to get a new graphics card.
Okay. What are you running right now?
1060.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Hey, you know what? You know what else it is? It's supported on Premiere.
It's supported by
2021. Oh God! I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm good.
I've been trying to figure out, because you've got a better graphics card than me, but sometimes I get better performance than you. I think it's a CPU thing.
It's 100% CPU, because I got my CPU like 7 years ago.
I got my CPU last year.
There you go. When it comes to technology, everything is obliterated by the passage of time.
Yeah.
It was, don't get me wrong, it was a good fucking, when I got this computer,
I can't,
all the shit except for the graphics card, top of the line.
I can't remember where I heard this, but I did once hear the phrase that computers age like milk. Like,
yeah.
like computers.
Can you hear that? My dog is like howling in the background. That'll probably come through on the mic.
Yeah, it does a little bit. Yeah, I need to get it. My sister's actually getting me a new graphics card for Christmas.
Oh, nice. What are you getting?
Yeah. We don't know yet. We're gonna look at like prices like closer to the time because for it to be worth getting an upgrade, I'm gonna have to put some of my money towards it because it's gonna be like £500. Because for it to be worth it for an upgrade, it'd have to be like a 370, a 380 or you know, like a big fucking big leap. Because you know, if you're gonna spend hundreds of pounds, you want it to be a big leap, not like, oh, a couple of extra frames until Warhammer, you know?
Yeah. For me, like, and I don't know when the fuck I'm gonna do this, because I'm not exactly swimming in money over here. I just need to do a full upgrade, like, across the board everything, because, like, this computer's very old. The only thing I've changed on it is the graphics card, and even then, like, I can go better now. And I have to if I want to be able to edit, without pulling my hair out.
Yeah. I think that I'm going to have to upgrade my graphics card once more, and then that is basically the only thing I can do on my computer, but without having to make a whole new build. Because at that point,
that's what I did.
Because I have in my computer, I don't have the best motherboard in the world. I have literally the best CPU you can have in this computer.
Yeah.
It's not it's not an amazing CPU, but it's the best one my motherboard can deal with. And when you're at the point of replacing your motherboard, you're building a new PC.
Yeah. That's it. If your motherboard has to go, save yourself the trouble. Just fucking make a whole new one.
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm gonna
at that point, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm gonna upgrade my graphics card one more time, and then I'm gonna start saving up to like eventually just make a whole new computer.
And you know another thing now too that like I'm gonna really appreciate when it comes time to build a computer is in the time since I've built
Alex,
mine, you know.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! I just realised I've got news for you that you might not have heard.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter Rise, it's getting a big expansion coming summer 2022 called Sunbreak, confirmed to be coming out for the Switch and PC at the same time.
All right, summer 2022 is a hot second away though.
But Monster Hunter Rise is gonna. I mean, this is like the confirmation that we know for an absolute fact it's coming. The Monster Hunter Rise is coming to PC now.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean, I figured it was. It's already.
But it's also been said that Monster Hunter Rise itself is coming to PC in early 2022.
Okay, cool.
Which says to me there's going to be a pretty fucking quick patching cycle to get it content patched up to catch up with the Switch version. Which means I'm assuming you're going to get Monster Hunter Rise, Alex. Surely.
Probably.
Yeah.
That being said, because as someone who has played Monster Hunter World and has enjoyed it, if I don't have a new computer by then, because Monster Hunter World already causes my room to heat up like a fucking oven, it's going to die.
Alex. Monster Hunter Rise uses the same engine as Monster Hunter World, but because it's for the Switch, it is nowhere near as graphics intensive. It's not a problem.
Oh, thank fucking God. Okay,
it'll probably, shit. I'll grant you, it will probably get like prettied up for the PC release. But it will still be less intensive than Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, because like Monster Hunter World, real talk, that it doesn't matter what temperature it is outside. This room that I'm sitting in becomes a fucking oven.
Dude, same. like that thing, it makes my computer work.
I feel a swath of heat on my face. I'm like, oh god, it's starting.
We're going to the Elder Dragon Land.
Yeah, you should not be able to recognize what your computer is running by the heat
Based
it's
on
producing.
temperature.
but man, oh man, I know when I'm playing Monster Hunter World, cause I'm fucking dying. Like,
Okay.
it's terrible.
Okay, Alex,
Yeah,
it's about that time, and here's what I'm gonna say.
yeah.
We draw a line now, right? Draw a line under this now. The conspiracy theory and ranting saga is over. We have to pay attention to what's going on, because I don't know how we got here or what I'm supposed to be doing.
Ethan, I want you to know, in this session of recording, which is basically the past 3 episodes, I have been checked out from the game. I don't know where we are either. These buildings all look the same.
Okay, we're in... shit. Hang on.
Just
I
walk
leave
out,
the
walk
town.
it, walk out. That's probably
Yeah.
that's a Team Rocket guy in it. That looks like a Team Rocket guy right there.
I think so. Or whatever team it is here.
Walking.
Azalea Town.
Azalea Town. Yeah, it's Azalea Town.
It's unsafe to go in there, so I'm standing guard. And I a good Samaritan.
100% Team Rocket. I wanted the sign to just say Team Rocket Lair.
Or... is it Team Rocket in Pokemon Crystal?
Pretty sure.
Oh, was it only, like, after this that it started changing to other teams, or...?
Yeah, I think so, because there's like, they're like, we can't have to be Team Rocket every time. But there is Team Rocket in later games as well. Did this man just say Pokemon, that Pokemon is tasty?
Yeah, he did, yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be it for us.
Yep.
Alex, what did we learn?
What did we learn, Ethan?
What did we learn, Alex?
What did we learn, Ethan?
We learned that you can't fucking see what you're editing, so you're basically editing blind.
Yeah, honestly.
Fuck!
Hey,
you know what?
I
That
did a pretty
Alex,
good job, though.
Yeah, but you know what this definitely 100% explains to me? It explains why I do more editing jokes than you. Because you can't fucking see them to line them up correctly.
Every time I make an edit, I have to pre-render that whole segment, and sometimes even that's not enough.
You have to fucking eyeball it.
So, hey, I guess you could say I'm pretty good at editing then. Boy, this is only a fraction of my real power.
Meanwhile, just gonna have Robbie Rotten's face just spinning all over the screen, just bouncing from left to right.
Speaking of which, this is also why you might notice my thumbnails are pretty good, because I don't have that issue in Photoshop.
My thumbnails are shit because I'm lazy.
I feel like I should wear a pin that says, "Talk to me about my Luigi's Mansion thumbnail." Because honestly, I think I need help. Like, in a lot of ways.
Hey, Alex. Hey, Alex.
Yeah? You fucking eating candy bar? Ethan, what are you doing in my ears right now? It sounds like a rapper.